Let's start here, and I'm calling them your Detroit Tigers because you're a Tigers fan.
That's why I got this hat on.
You're a Detroit Tigers fan, and they went to Houston, and they swept the series, the best of three, all three games, the new format with the wild card are all in Houston, no Detroit games, 3 straight days, and they come back. They were down 2-1, and they win it 5-2. Now, we're going to give the Tigers love, and they move on. They're going to take on the Guardians, right, a team in their own AL Central Division. That's going to be interesting. But here, the big story.
It ain't the Tigers?
No, it's not.
No disrespect.
Because the Astros have won 2 World Series.
Yeah.
You know that they had a big,
this has been a great
scandal.
dream, kind of Cinderella feel to it. So I'm going to revel in that. I got the hat on right now, the 2000. This is the 2000 logo right now. You know about it. You were there. But you're right. There's a larger story for the country. Detroit is excited about it right now, but there is a larger story.
And that's the Astros. And you know they became villains when it was exposed that they cheated. They had the banging the trash cans. You remember that. The Dodgers felt they got cheated that year out of the World Series. The Yankees felt that they got cheated out of the ALCS because they lost in 7 games, and they lost Game 7 there. If you remember, Altuve hit a home run like he knew what was coming, and then after you find out what was going on, no wonder.
They were looking like, what was that game show movie back in the day that had the cheating thing?
Right.
They were out there acting like that, man. They had the buzzers, allegedly buzzers, and looking like bucket boys. You ever been to a city, walking out of city downtown anywhere, and they got the boys playing on the little buckets? They got the drums going on the buckets and
that's what they're doing, hitting on the trash cans and all that. And now this is the official end, okay? Like Bregman is going to be a free agent. You can see like things are about to come undone.
The run
okay?
has ended.
It is officially over. Like they got swept at home to the upstart Tigers, like that were happy just to make it in and all that. And people thought the Astros had won the division. Oh, here we go. They're going to make another run. They're going to get to the World Series. You know what? You can't count the Astros out. You know how good they are in the postseason. So this is officially it. But I still have to ask, and I wonder, when you think of the Astros and what they did, the 2 World Series, now the one we know is tainted. But they came back to win the second one, which people said that validated them. That said that they were a good team even without the cheating apparatuses, okay? So would you say this is a good run, or would you say good riddance to the Astros?
This was a good run. It was absolutely a good run, and I'll tell you why. Look. Right now, we're going to call them. We're in Los Angeles. You know, I work with Sports in LA out here, the Dodgers Network, and I'm around the team and I'm around the fans. And so they call them the Houston what? Trastros, right?
Right.
Everybody, you know what they said to me? Everybody knows I'm a Detroit guy, Detroit Tigers. You know everybody saying that work, what they keep saying? Man, I hope the Tigers get it done, beat the Astros.
Because remember, the Astros, I just want to say this.
Yeah.
7 straight seasons in the ALCS.
Absolutely.
7 straight, 2 World Series appearances, right? I mean, 4 World Series appearances, and they won 2 World Series.
A bunch of all-stars to name, a bunch of success without a doubt. So here's why I absolutely don't think I think it's been a great run. Because what we've learned about history is, as time fades away, we start to forget stuff. We start to forget details. And yes, the Dodgers and Dodger fans will remember the Houston Trastros because it's personal for them.
They'll never forget that because they feel like they got a job.
100%. And the Yankees and maybe super duper baseball fans, but the average fan, the casual fan, the fan who just, I keep up with my team and I watch a bit, they won't remember the exact details. They won't even remember the year that the trash cans and the bucket boys was
2017.
happening. I know, but I'm saying they won't remember. And I think what you're going to find is you're going to look back and you're going to be like, hey, remember when those San Francisco Giants had a run? They won a few World Series titles and they look good? Yeah, remember that? Remember when the Houston Astros won and had a nice run? Yeah, remember when the Yankees had that run in the 90s? Like, I think they'll get put in a group of teams that had a really good to great run, bunch of all-stars, couple of World Series titles, and I think people will actually start to forget. Not to mention, look, there are controversial dynasties we've had. I compare it to the New England Patriots, right? They had Deflategate. They had Spygate. They had Pick-a-Gate. They had a whole bunch of gates. They had an Aaron Hernandez killing people gate. And the fact of the matter is we still go back to what's been the best team in the NFL for the last 20, 25 years, the New England Patriots. And when you start talking about the GOAT or the LOAT, as you want to call Tom Brady, you don't define every single moment. You just say, he's got 7 rings. They've won all these titles. The Patriots were the standard for 2+ decades. And I think the Astros, they're going to get put in that category. You remember that great run? And you'll nitpick at times and remember it. But hey, you did whatever you had to do to win, and now history will go, and we'll start to forget the exact details of the wins and the hows, and you'll just think if they had a run and they solidified the last point with that win with Dusty Baker in them. And getting it done without the BS to kind of rub it in everybody's face and say, trash cans, no trash cans, we got it done. What you got to say now?
Nobody forgets a cheater. Nobody forgets a cheater. People will always remember cheaters. And that's why even the Patriots don't get all the love that they should
from you
for what they do. Well, because I'm not going to let it go.
That's it.
All right. But they also won those first three when it was about field goals and Adam Vinatieri, where it wasn't as questionable as the second run. And I think that's why people look at the first run. Tom Brady wasn't Tom Brady yet.
That's true.
The first Super Bowl, that first Super Bowl run, Tom Brady had one touchdown in the entire postseason. So they look at that. They look at Adam Vinatieri, one of the greatest kickers, Bill Belichick's defense, what they were able to do when they won those first three. The Astros, because of how they won that World Series, and again, it was the Yankees lost all the games there in Houston. The Dodgers lost a pivotal game where Kershaw was unhittable in L.A. and got lit up in Houston. The idea that Altuve hits that walk-off home run against Chapman, who's one of the best closers at that time, and then refuses to allow his teammates to rip off his jersey because they feel like he's got something he's hiding. Talking about his wife doesn't want people to see his body. Come on, dude. Ain't nobody thinking like that when you had a walk-off home run to win.
Man, we pour Gatorade on him, rip the shirt,
everything.
Cartwheels, whatever. Yeah.
So I'm in the good riddance that they have become. You know what, Alex? They become the Wicked Witch of baseball. And everybody was happy that they're done. I know, and we can move on from the Astros.
I don't disagree that as of current state, people are like, good riddance on the Astros. I'm not arguing that. But I'm saying if I'm the Astros and I were to assess and say, man, was it worth it? I think they do it all over again. You tell me I'm getting 2 rings, I got a bunch of, like I said, made a bunch of all-stars, big-time names. We've got a couple of titles. We solidified with that second one where we can rub it in people's faces and be like, now what you got to say? I think they would deem it's worth it. And quiet as kept, I think some other teams were kind of happy they were the ones that got caught because they might be looking around like, ooh, kill our operations.
Well, but if you get caught, then you get caught. And I hear you. I'm not saying that they're the only ones who've ever cheated, but I'm saying they got caught big time.
They did.
All right, A.J. Hinch, who's not a Tiger manager, got fired. The general manager got fired.
Maybe he knew something.
Carlos Beltran was the brains behind the whole thing. Remember, he had gotten the Mets manager job. They fired him. Like it affected a lot of people.
It did.
And it soiled baseball for a minute to think that you would take cheating. Everybody's trying to get an advantage. Look at the catcher. See if he doesn't cover up the signs with his glove, that's fair game. If you're going to be lax with it, and I can see your sign. But the trash cans and all the stuff they did was incredible. And I think that's why most people are happy that it's good riddance to the Astros.
I absolutely believe currently, what is today, October 2nd, 2024, most people are like, yes, get the Houston Astros out of here. Totally with you.